Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel, and if you're new here, welcome. So this is part 4 of the WOT6 British truck build, and it's going to focus on the Caunter camouflage scheme. Now I think we need to talk a bit about the Caunter camouflage scheme and where it came from. So it was developed by Brigadier John Caunter of the 4th Armoured Brigade. And it was used in really at the end of 1940 to 1941, and it was probably derived from the dazzle schemes that were used on ships in World War I, and is used to break up sharp edges and create false shadows on the vehicles, so you can't really tell which way they're coming from. It was a very descriptive scheme in the fact that all the patterns, although they look completely random, they were all laid out in pamphlets of how to paint the vehicles, and they were painted under the watch of NCOs, following the pattern that was laid out for each type of vehicle. Now I've painted it twice before, which are here, and you can really see how effective the camouflage is, breaking up the outline. So the first example I did was a quad gun tractor, and as I say, you can really see how the straight lines are broken up. There's a cobweb in there. As you can see, I didn't actually finish this model, as is typical with a lot of the models that I start. I think that just needs a window and some wheels, and then it'll be done. The other model I did was a command vehicle, and again the pattern on it works really well in breaking up the straight lines. Here it is. Again, I haven't finished it, so if I get enough comments down below, say which one you would like me to finish, and I'll do a special one-off video finishing one of these models. This one's got a really nice interior, lots of nice comfy leather chairs in it. So yeah, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll try and get one of these finished. Now the paint scheme again is set out on specific colours, so it's a Portland stone base colour, which is the lightest colour, followed by a silver grey, and then a slate. And this is it laying out the pattern, so it's a lot of masking involved. I have got a Buy My Coffee account attached to the description of this, so if anyone wants to contribute to my masking tape fund, that'd be really greatly appreciated. It's all about laying down the straight lines with 2mm masking tape, and then filling in the bigger bits with 12mm masking tape. As you can see, it's quite fiddly getting the masking tape to sit over any raised edges. There you go. I'll see you when we get painting. So that's the first lot of masking done, and you can see that will just leave the lighter colour through the middle, and there it is down the side of the truck. Obviously, with it being a flatbed truck, I had to do the masking around the back of the cab area, and then also replicate that pattern through onto the truck itself. I used really big masking tape to mask the inside of the truck bed. So this is the silver grey going down. There isn't a lot of difference between the base Portland stone and the silver grey, but once the masking comes off, it is clearly delineated. That's a long word, isn't it? This paint goes down really nicely. It's AK 3rd Gen, which seems to be my favourite paint at the moment. It does go down really smoothly, makes a really nice covering. Once the silver grey has dried, we can start masking up again for the slate colour. So this does take an enormous amount of masking tape, but I assure you it is worth it at the end. You can really see how the camouflage works as having a start point on one corner, and then progressing across the body of the truck. It really does take the focal point of the truck away from the centre, and works really well. So that's all the masking done, ready for the slate colour. The slate's a nice dark sort of grey-green colour. There's the truck bed, again all masked off, ready for some paint. So again, Akinteractive 3rd generation acrylics, and again it gives really good, nice, even coverage. Right, now the bit that everyone's been waiting for, the big reveal. It's really satisfying. The paint's probably been dry less than half an hour. I like to get the masking tape off straight away, really. It was quite nerve-wracking doing this for you lot on camera, but I think you're going to be happy with it. I know I certainly was. That's the cargo bed, and I think you'll agree that that's worked really nicely. There's only one minor part of overspray, but apart from that it worked really well. Right, cab body next. This is a bit more complex because the shape was a bit more difficult. Let's see how this looks. tree, and that's worked pretty well. As I said before, you can really see how it breaks up the shape of the truck. And you can see once the bed is in place, you can see how it really breaks up the lines of the whole truck. I really like the way the bed is incorporated into the truck, with the pattern going through the whole thing. And again, you can see how it breaks up the rear of the truck. So that's it for this episode. Thanks for joining me. Please like and subscribe if you like what I do. And come back and see me next time. Thanks a lot. Bye.